What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Um, First of all, I'm going to keep this to about an hour. I promise I'm not having this drag on for 3 hours, almost 4 hours, like the last one did. I thought I was going on close to 3 hours last night, and apparently I was just 15 minutes shy of a 4-hour video, which is madness, absolute freaking madness. So I'm not going to do again. So even if we're kind of in the middle of the story, if it hits about an hour and a half at the most, then I'm just going to pause at the first opportunity, and that's the end of it. I'm just going to be like, okay, video's long enough. It's currently about 20 after 1 in the morning. So anyone who's not awake at these hours, they don't have to try to stick it out to 4 in the morning or whatever ridiculousness it is. So, okay. Anyway, blah, zitty, blah, blah, blah. A couple of things I ended up doing is I wound up coming here to the hinterlands, just because it was nearby. It was the first place I hit. And I think I'm in the hinterlands, right? That's where I'm at? Yeah. So we went to the hinterlands, and I went to a camp and hit the requisition table. And doing that, I was able to make the hilt for the Knight Enchanter sword, because apparently that's all I had to do. And I already had read somewhere along the line that book that I needed, from, on the whole Knight Enchanter thing, but I didn't realize that I needed it. But while we're here, this is where we need to go with Varric. I don't think we need to have Varric in a group, but I'm gonna bring Varric because it's only fair. And then we have this over here, which we need Vivienne for. I don't think we need Vivienne, but we're taking Vivienne with us. So we're going to change our party and add Varric and Vivienne to it. New to the hinterlands that we need to worry about. Yeah, sure it is. Okay, so that includes us entering Valimar. So, and this... You know what? Let's do this first. Simply because... Let's go to the crossroads. But, yeah, we'll do that first. Oh, wait, Oh, Vivienne's already with me. And Varric's with me. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember that I already had them in my party. So anyway, we need to find a circled home for Vivienne.
Are you sure?
And if we're entering, the only thing is, like, if we're entering a place with Varric, then I imagine that's going to end up being a story, and I'd rather not do that before we end up going to find something that would be short. I'd rather do the longer thing for our second. So. Never have enough elf loot. Can never walk up the right path when we're trying to find a way up here. I don't think there's a quick path over there, is there? I don't believe so. So that's just a waterfall over there. And we're not going to go chasing waterfalls. See, this was much easier. Much simpler. Clearly, we have to go up there. So much running, so much climbing. What will be interesting is going to be seeing is going to be when we see Blackwall using that chromatic sword. Okay, so apparently we just have to go out the front. How the hell do we get over there? Jump over, climb around the outside, and up a ladder. I think that's what we're doing. But yeah, watching Blackwall use that sword is going to be interesting because it doesn't have a blade. There's no blade sticking off of it. Alright, and there it is. Okay, so the Western Approach and the Exalted Plains each hold another one. And we'll just fast travel back. But each one of them holds a one of the tomes that we need to find. But and it was funny because once again, when I initially came to the hinterlands, I didn't come here because I had the other missions available. It was just I'm just gonna go somewhere with a requisition table, and well, that table was right there and available. It was, I mean, it looked. I just went right to the hinterlands because it was the first thing I dragged my mouse to. So, now we go to, well, shit. But yeah, it just so happened that, what's over there? Bears? I'm gonna guess and assume that there's bears over there. Why? Because there's always bears. Hello, Fennec. Remember this place? Remember this place when we were here before? Back to Valamar. We clearly have unfinished business. Cute drawing of a Fennec. Look at him. Look at him. He's a little fox. Come on, that's what it is, clearly. Clearly it's a fox. Alright. Is there a way to... What is this? Oh.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't...
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of deep roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Okay. Well, folks. You'll remember the fun we had when we were here before. You know, the last time we came through, we thought we figured out, or we shut all this down. We thought we figured out everything we needed, and now you guys are starting more trouble, so... Anytime my phone is freaking out in the background. Okay, he's dead. Nice try. I saw the little icon over your head. You creep. Tried sneaking up on us. Okay, well, we don't really need to do any serious exploring here in terms of trying to find hidden gems or, you know, trinkets and whatnot, because we pretty much cleared this whole place out.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Okay, that's where we need to be. Okay, who are they shooting? They're shooting you. Dark spawn. Okay, that door is down there. Still dead, huh? That's a shame.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Aw, she loves him.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Eric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
I guess it's a good thing you came along then.
I get that a lot. After you.
Yeah, except there's bad guys around the corner. Okay, everyone's dead.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
What did I just pick up? A different dark spawn. Okay. That's all well and good, but nothing else came up of it. There's nothing to actually read. Don't need any of that. Hey, those guys over there, I think they want us to kill them. Ow. Oh, there's a dramatic sword in action. It's pretty sick.
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartran's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
So glad we came all the way down here to pick deep mushrooms. I can't go in there. Oh, excuse me. Oof, got a little bit of heartburn going on right now. Too much pizza tonight. I don't know where everybody lives that's watching this, but I'm sure we all have, well, shouldn't say we all have, but anybody in the United States, I'm sure you've all got your local pizza place that you're fond of, assuming that you enjoy pizza. Of course, where I'm at, we have a spot called Joe's Pizza. Simple name, but awesome pizza. So we watched wrestling tonight and got some pizza, and I may have eaten a little too much. Okay, we can loot that anytime now. That would be wonderful. Shouldn't have to stand on a box to do that, but you know, whatever. That we don't need. I don't think we need any weapons or armor that's offered in this place. The key we'll take last. Nope, don't need any of this. Alright, let's take the key. Boom.
There you are. I won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca. Azaz, Bianca, you're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
Well, I don't want to be a dick.
You told Varric you had a lead, so we'd straighten out your mistake.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
She likes him. She loves him. Okay, so we're done here. Speak with Varric about all this. Well, I can't do that right now, so we got to go back to Skyhold. Which I don't think we can do. Yeah, we got to actually leave this room. That's something in my throat. That was gross. Yeah. Still dead? Still dead. So if this is an entrance to the deep roads, I'm surprised that we didn't have any interest in trying to station people here to kind of take it back, so to speak. Or at least to keep other people from coming down here and either doing damage or, you know, like doing damage by mining lyrium and, you know, causing problems, or to be down here to keep anything. And you'd figure the first time that we came down here, that would have been something we'd want to do. Of course, we may not have the manpower to do that, so that may be a moot point. Ghoul, also known as zombies. So apparently the zombies aren't actually zombies. The ghouls are, they never quite died. At least that's what it seemed like it was saying. It's people that weren't killed quickly by exposure or disease. They were driven mad. Alright, so now... Right, we're all done here, correct? Yeah, there's nothing else that I need. So now we go back to Skyhold. We'll talk to Varric. And then after we talk to Varric, we'll go back and we'll talk to that person who's going to put us on the path for the Knight Enchanter. Yeah, the mistakes I made last time in terms of how long the video ran on for, I didn't have because I was having problems in the beginning of trying to broadcast it, and I had to grab my phone to try to see if the YouTube feed was coming through. And when I did that, I forgot to go back and turn on my timer, my stopwatch on my phone, so I knew how long I was broadcasting. And it went way too long. So what I kept doing was I kept hovering my mouse over the video, which gives you a general idea. But then once you hit like around 2 hours, then it kind of stops telling you accurately how long you've been watching. Okay, so first let's talk to Varric. Hey, Varric.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is... I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
We're talking about the dwarf. We're not talking about your crossbow, Varric. Come on. Alright, is that all you have to say? Nope.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
I was just here.
You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
What exactly were you starting without me now?
Look who showed up, everybody.
Hey, Pegasus
Deal
the
him in, would you,
Engineer.
Ruffles?
What's up? Welcome back.
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dinner
Call him
starts.
Curly.
Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in.
Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Yes, of course.
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
Pegasus says, nothing much. Working on my own patch from the
The
Factix
poor recruit
website.
ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this
Nice.
profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
Oh boy. Do we want to tell a story? Probably not yet.
Deal us another hand, Josephine.
course. Cards, sorry. Varric took the last hand. Is everyone ready to ante up? And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say a word.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
I wish I had opted to tell a story or something, though, instead of going right to dealing. I thought I would have those options again. Regardless, it's still funny.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that? Did I win?
And of course Sarah's hiding under the table the whole time. And what I like is how often our companion... Whoa, Varric, you just did a slide. But how often our companions feel it necessary to remind us that it's best to act like a regular person and not get caught up in, being this... acting like a supreme leader or dictator or too good for everyone and carry ourselves with an attitude.
Inquisitor.
Hello. I mean, even Sarah, that was her whole point of having us running around pulling pranks on everyone in the last episode. All right. Hello.
You have completed the order, learned something of my way. A small step. Now you must choose to commit to the role, to the burden of command. Are you willing?
Not yet.
I can't commit to this yet.
Okay, the reason why I said not yet is because we also have the options to do Necromancer and Rift Mage. So we need Bloodstone and Navarin Skulls. And Apostate's Landing. And Storm's Solitude. Okay, so there's in Apostate's Landing, Small Grove, and Storm's Solitude in the Storm Coast. So if we go to the Storm Coast, we can find those skulls. And then readings to be found among the belongings of followers who share this. So Necromancer, that means somewhere. Let's see, we found 9 out of 10 bloodstones. So the reading is somewhere that God damn it, what's his face? Dorian, where Dorian's hanging around. And then the Rift Mage, I can actually turn that off. Rift Mage, once again, there's something that we'll have to, among the belongings of followers, yeah, so we'll have to find readings on this, and that would be in Solus's room. So I'm sure I probably already read all that stuff. We have to find another of the Venatori tomes. So, at Gillinnane's Grove, Hullen Salon, and the Desolate Bank at the Exalted Plains. So we'll probably find those. But again, I think those things, I'll find them on my own. I won't do that. I won't do that here. But I do want to collect those things because it's the thing, you know, the not the codex, but the little journal entries. It says that it would still be useful to collect those things, learn the things, blah blah blah. So at least if we do all we can to almost complete the Rift Mage and the Necromancer, like that would be great, because it'll kind of be closer to a completionist thing. But also, by doing that, we'll probably get a little more experience and whatnot. But ultimately, we're going to go with Knight Enchanter. Hello, Fairbanks.
Just handed some intelligence to the spy master.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was just a radiant thing he's going to say. He didn't actually have a mission for us. Nothing new to talk about, Varric?
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Apparently, we're just here to admire the dwarf.
Carry on.
Vegas asks, what about Knight Enchanter? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I have everything for Knight Enchanter, I just don't want to commit to it yet because that'll lock out my opportunities to gather the things for Necromancer and for Rift Mage. So even though I'm not going to select either of those, I'm going to select Knight Enchanter, but I want to at least collect the objects for the others. Vegas says, I heard it's pretty strong. Yeah, that's definitely why I want to go with that.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
No, you don't have anything new to say.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Actually, don't know why I asked you, because I remember there was a mission available on the war table to actually attend. Or no, not on the war table, on the map, that we can go in and we can attend that ball or whatever. The ball or meeting or summit or whatever the hell it is that we were supposed to get an invitation to. Which is, I think, what I'll do next. Get that out of the way. But first... Judgment. The death of good Sir Ruth. We've a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. The group descended into the deep roads and did not return. As it is tradition with the Legion, all were celebrated before they left. We've received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name, Josephine. So, it's assumed that Sir Ruth is dead. However, that doesn't mean that she's absolutely dead. She just may be down there killing Darkspawn until who knows when. Obtain an amulet for Cole. I don't know if Matt Crowley's watching right now, but Matt was the one who had reminded me to do this mission to obtain the amulet for Cole, because if we have Cole wear it, he can become human. So ultimately, that seems to be what Cole wants. Nightingale. It's been some time since I crossed paths with your agents. It was only natural both they and I chose the night of Duke M's ball to pay a visit to his private collection. I confess matters nearly became unpleasant. I am grateful your agents still remember the appropriate phrases we in the delicate arts use. While I prefer to avoid political entanglement, I wish nothing but good fortune to the Inquisition in restoring order. In these troubled times... Oh, and to restore order in these troubled times. Yeah, I hate that little shadow. It makes it hard to say. Anyway, the article in question was among the lesser of the items in which I was interested, and your agents were most welcome to it. I'm pleased that this matter ended with harm to none save Duke M's pet wyvern and his collection of rare antiven water clocks. Until we meet again, R. Alright. So I imagine I'll go talk to Cole next after we leave this room. because that may give us the option to give that to him, unless that's something that comes up later. I'm not sure. Harvest of History. Our soldiers allowed Isthmus Goodson to leave his holdings before they razed his fields. There were reportedly several oddly colored clouds that choked a flock of birds. While there was no sign that Isthmus intended to supply an enemy, he had the means to do so. Cullen. A note from the Inquisition apothecary. Interesting times, Inquisitor. Though it was not the final action I was hoping for, I thank you for this interjection. I look forward to ensuring the health and effectiveness of the Inquisition for as long as needed. Ellen Vimal. And Sigil of the Arcane Horror we received. Okie dokie. Disaster in the Deep Roads. Crestwood Resources, we don't need that. Alright, so that's a mission. Okay, so we have this as a mission. From far off Montesmard, a songstress comes. With lies and thoughtless jibes insults our name. I hated her in school. She pulled my hair. We must not let her make these vulgar claims. Meriden. Okay, so that's... Let's see, what's the fastest one? 45, 39. Alright. Like, no, this is ridiculous. Alright, so we'll send Cullen. That is the minstrel asked us to do this.
To work?
So we'll do that. Let's open this. The Inquisition has received an urgent request for aid from Orzammar. A subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnel seals preventing Darkspawn from overrunning the Dwarven-occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's lyrium supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Stormcoast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly to where Darkspawn fighting is fiercest. Okay, we can open this up and hopefully this doesn't just jump us right into a mission. Please just open it up. Okay. A construction team arrived in the Stormcoast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissures opening down into the deep roads. A report sent by messenger bird. Inquisitor, the mining lift in the Stormcoast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down there will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Scout Harding. Okay, we'll accept that. No, we're not going down there yet. Just wanted to get that mission started. Relay. Okay, what else do we have to unlock? That is going to this is immediately going to start us up on a mission, I'm sure of it. Is there any other place that needs to be unlocked? Alright, so we got two more. Identify one. Alright, so the two that I think the consequences of Blackwall's lie. I think this is important. A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. The issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I've received daily messages from all quarters, demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Cullen. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown? Or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient Darkspawn magister? We needed the gold, we needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for doing what we had to do. what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. I agree, Colin. 100% agree. Josephine asks, do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put these treaties aside.
Inquisitor?
Well, I agree, I also agree with that, but Cullen definitely has a very good point. Protect Valgamord from the Darkspawn. Your worship, my town of Valgamord has been besieged by Darkspawn. I cannot fathom where the loathsome beasts have come from, but I beg the Inquisition for assistance. My own humble forces have already been dispatched to help in your own noble efforts, leaving my people ill-equipped against this savage host. Word of your redemption of the Grey Wardens has already spread far. Please, if you can spare them, Valgamord lives or dies by your word. Yours, Marquis ep44. Okay, well, we'll help you.
Let's see what we have.
We'll help you. Don't worry. Alright, so now we'll jump out of here. Let's go find Cole, see if we can get the amulet on him, if that triggers or not. And then from there, the next thing we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to attend whatever that meeting was, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's all part of Josephine's storyline about protecting her from being assassinated.
Our heroes strode the winding road to find...
Still nothing?
Inquisitor.
Nope, still nothing.
Where did she train? Her ways are...
Someone just fell from the ceiling.
The witch? You don't know. She was mentored by Asha Belinar.
How lovely. Now in a civilized language?
Hello, Cole.
I don't know. In that dress.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Here, have an amulet.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need someplace that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Are you ready, Cole?
They can't make me a monster.
What was that?
Binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Solus, is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll find whatever is preventing the amulet from working, and we'll make it right.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
Alright, so I'm going to imagine this is going to open up another mission. Or it's going to send us right into it. What's going on? What do we do? It's going to black screen us. It's sending us somewhere. So where are we going? There's the music. Let's see the scene. There we go.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Give me a moment. Greetings. May I help you?
You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
If he hurt you, you'll have your revenge.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Solus, we cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Varric?
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Before I decide anything, I need a clearer picture of what happened.
It seems the real Cole was an apostate, captured and taken to the Circle by Templars.
Who aren't known for their gentle nature.
As the young man starved to death in a dungeon, his pain caught the attention of a spirit, likely one of compassion.
Compassion?
An uncommon spirit, certainly, and all too fragile when its efforts to help prove to be in vain.
Okay, I'm going this way specifically because I asked yesterday when this whole thing came up what I should do here. Or actually, Matt Crowley asked what I'm going to do with him, and since Cole is Matt's favorite character and Matt has been watching almost every single video so far, I mean, he's not been on here an awful lot. So I asked Matt what he wanted him to do, and he said make him human, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make him human. So
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me. All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
Pull the trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too.
Okay, you just put your... You're carrying two Biancas. Yeah, that's a pretty wicked scene. I mean, he essentially put Cole in the position to go ahead and shoot the guy point blank with a crossbow and kill him. It would have been pretty outrageous if he actually had a bolt in there and killed the guy. But I mean, just the fact that he put him through those paces, that's pretty huge. But you know, he proved the point to him. It's like, you know, you had the opportunity to kill this man, but did the feeling that you pulled the trigger on him didn't make you feel any better?
For all we know, the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with two different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
It's called be sneaky.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
Vroom, vroom. Alright. Now we can go back to... First of all, no, we're not going upstairs. This leads outside or this leads into... Okay. We can go back to the war table. Josephine finish that one mission and then we can start another. Do that when I start the next mission, since we're at an hour. I think what I'll do is I'll get this mission started, and then before we travel, I'll end this stream and I'll start another one, because that way, like I said, I'm going to try to keep these down to an hour instead of having these marathon long videos. But I'll start another video up immediately afterwards. But let's
Are the soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
Inquisitor. Our scouts investigated the claims of attacks by Darkspawn. On the chance that this was some trick or mistake, as it turns out, they were indeed Darkspawn, and they killed many townsfolk before the Grey Wardens intervened to stop them. It was bloody work, but the Wardens did what they needed to. Sister Leliana. Which starts a new operation, find the source of Darkspawn attacks. Okay, so that's right here. Was there something else that we wanted to do, however? Trouble with Red Jennies, identify the Venatori agent, unmask those across the sea.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Imagine. I think we want to identify the Venatori agent. Wow, that's a 15-hour thing. Yeah, maybe not. Let's see, how long is this? 3 hours. Okay, that's not so bad. Same time, how long is this? Even better. Inquisitor, the Darkspawn at Valgamord have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There is no obvious sign, and I am concerned that they might still pose a danger. Marquis Buffon has made clear her wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would welcome further help in these dangerous times. The Grey Wardens have volunteered to assist with the investigation of this mystery in whatever capacity the Inquisition deems most fitting. We await your orders. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Klossek.
Let's see what we have.
Alright. Okay, so looking at the map and going to the world view, right here is the Marquis party. That's what we're going to do next. That's where we're going to start the next video, and then from there, not sure what we're going to do because there's, yeah, we still have that dragon to deal with. Oops. What I meant to do. But there's a couple spots that I've opened up. We still need to come back to the Exalted Plains because there's all this stuff that we need to do. So we need to return here no matter what. And this place looks huge. There's a lot to do here, so. And that Snowy Wyvern is out there, which won't be very much fun to deal with, because that's just going to plain old suck. But that, we can follow up later. But for now, like I said, I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to start another one up right away. But this way, we're keeping it to an hour. And we're not going to keep everybody up till crazy hours if they don't want to, so. Anyway, thanks everybody who joined me on this stream. Feel free to jump on the next one. I'll be starting it up in just a few minutes. And those who are watching on their own time, I hope that you enjoyed the video. And join me on the next. Until then, peace.